You lose to Newcastle, and the crisis keeps on coming.
I think they're in for it. This Newcastle team is relentless.
And I also don't know if winning this match stops that slide.
A loss would feel detrimental today. For United, they need a result here. They need something positive because it's been dire, Nico, absolutely dire. And it's not going to be easy against a Newcastle team who beat City to get into this position in this competition.
Yeah, it definitely has gotten dire. The thing is that we've always considered EFL Cup as a step below an FA Cup and other competitions, right? It's not a priority for Manchester United to
maybe it should be
win Carabao Cup, but look at what happened last season.
Right.
This was the tournament where, after winning it, Erik ten Hag wrote his message to the fans, and that this is the first step in the right direction, but it's not good enough. Like, they shouldn't just be satisfied with an EFL Cup. I think that was the general message that he was trying to portray, that titles are important, but this is the most important. We got to keep on moving forward. And it feels like for Manchester United, at the end of the day, you end up beating Newcastle, and it's, all right, it's the EFL Cup. And I wonder what type of team Newcastle is going to field, and I wonder what team Manchester United is going to field, because the other hand is you lose to Newcastle and the crisis keeps on coming, right? So it's very difficult for Manchester United to come out here winning. Obviously, convincing performance with most of the starters would definitely help towards the right direction. But at the end of the day, anything that happens today positively for Manchester United, results-wise, I feel can be shielded in general with, hey, it's EFL Cup. These results need to be happening in the Premier League. If this was a Premier League matchup, it'd be totally different, I think.
Jordan, how do you feel about this?
I feel like if you're Manchester United, you need something to go right, and you can't afford to not field your best team and have that skid continue. So that's been the conversation. It will be the conversation, right? How much rotation will these teams have? Can they afford the rotation? If you put some rotated players out there and you lose, well, then you have an out, right? Oh, we rotated.
We tried something different.
And I don't know if that helps the cause. So I think they're in for it. This Newcastle team is relentless in the way that they press. This back line for United does not look like they can handle that very convincingly. So if there are rotations, how do they handle a team like Newcastle, who has a really good system in place? It feels like, to me, this is going to be a game that Manchester United needs to win. And Newcastle's trying to be, one of 3 teams ever to beat both Man City and Man United in this tournament. So they have a lot to play for as well, and a little bit of revenge from last year.
Certainly.
Yeah, it's been an up and down season for Newcastle. You know, at least with the confidence that we all had in them coming into the season, they've had some pretty shocking results. I'm under the impression that maybe they'll take this a bit more serious, an opportunity to give those fans St. James Park a trophy, something to celebrate. You know, Manchester United's won this competition 6 times. I don't know that they really consider it at the highest level. And I also don't know if winning this match stops that slide. You know, maybe it slows it down a little bit, but it feels like this fan base is requesting and wanting more. This might not be it. So part of me wonders if you think you almost overthink it and maybe start academy kids and be like, hey, look, we're not even taking this serious. We're going to focus. We're going to keep the starters we have with injuries and everything. We're going to take our best players and we're going to focus on the Premier League. Let the kids go out. That may make them just as angry. I'm not 100% sure. There's just almost no way to win.
You could win this game 4-0, I feel. A win would definitely help the aura and the energy around United, because wins correct any type of crisis, right? But because it's Carabao Cup, you can convincingly win and then lose at Craven Cottage at the weekend, and we're back to where we started. You get me? That's because the EFL Cup doesn't have
the weight. It doesn't have that
have
cachet.
weight, yeah.
I understand. It feels like kind of what we're saying here is that a loss would feel detrimental today, and a win wouldn't move the needle as much as a loss would kind of like send them further into the depths of despair. Okay, all right. So that's a big one.